stand in our faith. O Lord, you have called me Israel.
My dear sister, what do you ask of God and of His Holy Church?
I ask for perseverance in following Christ, my Bible, and a religious family that execute safety recover all that is high.
Jesus says in today's Gospel, whoever remains in me and I in him will bear much fruit. Because without me you can do nothing. If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask for whatever you want and it will be given, will be done for you. By this is my Father glorified, that you bear fruit and become my disciples. Thank you, Sister Annie, for saying yes. In today's celebration, God is glorified for Sister Annie's sisters from Minnesota, family members and friends from Alaska, Salt Lake City, Seattle, New Zealand, Australia, and every Hawaii and all over California and other parts of USA are here to worship and give thanks and praise to Him. Sister Annie chose today's inspired readings that we have just heard, for they influenced her when she contemplated on what to do, where, why, and how to celebrate a Thanksgiving Mass to God for His great love and mercy. In making her final vow to serve God for the rest of her life, in the congregation of St. Peter Claver, she gathers us all today to rejoice with her. She cried when she answered the call, a cry of joy. We are rejoicing with you, Sister Annie, and we vow to support you. Keep yourself attached to Christ like a branch that attached to the vine. Hold tight to Christ through prayers, your rosaries, going to Mass, receive the Eucharist, and reading the sacred scriptures every day, so you may experience Him holding tight to you as His bride. And whatever you ask in prayer, He will do it. Jesus' word in today's Gospel can mean that His Father will be glorified in the fruit of your service and in you being His disciple. You know it already that God was the one who called you to serve Him in the religious order of Sisters of St. Peter Claver. When you answered yes to His call on January 6, 2011, it was His great love and mercy that He chose you. And of course, God's love enabled you to overcome many challenges on your journey to this day, and supported you to accomplish part of your academic challenges, and with graces to pass many trials. God's love for you is powerful, so powerful. And as the book of the Song of Songs, the first reading we have today, tells us that stern as death is love. Deep waters cannot quench love, nor floods sweep it away. God has shown you that loving His love is your companion in life. God has already pruned you to bear fruit for heaven. In Matthew chapter 22, verse 37, Jesus said that the greatest commandment is that you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. And second, equal to it, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. For you cannot love God and hate your neighbor. You show that you love God by loving others as you do in your service in a religious order of St. Peter Clay. We can only imitate Christ if we desire the highest degree of love. Christ said in John 15, verse 13, that greater love has no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Sacrifice, making sacrifice for others. It's the example that Jesus did for us. Great love that he did. He suffered and died for us. Sister Annie, your choice to give the rest of your life to serve God in the religious order of St. Peter Claver encourages us to turn away from worldly things and serve God, because God created us to know Him, to love Him, to serve Him in this life, and to be with Him in heaven. Let us obey, my friends. I hope that we all listen to all the readings that Sister Annie chose for us today. Let us obey this message from St. Paul, second reading. Do not conform yourselves to this age, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and pleasing and perfect. We belong to God, and Him alone we must serve, so that we may share in the blessing He prepared for those who love Him. And St. Paul again has this for you and me to take home, to ponder, to carry every day, and to apply to our life and our relationship with others. Let love be sincere. Let your love be sincere. Hate what is evil. Hold on to what is good. Love one another with mutual affection. Anticipate one another in showing honor. Do not grow slack in zeal. Be fervent in spirit, and serve the Lord. Rejoice in hope, endure in affliction, and persevere in prayer. Contribute to the needs of the holy ones. Exercise hospitality. Sister Annie, and all of us, Jesus is giving us something to hold on to also. And it's great to obey Him. Let us remain attached to Christ and His words, and He will remain alive in us. And He will give us whatever we ask in prayer. Dear Sister Annie, in baptism, you have already died to sin and have been set aside for God's service. Are you now resolved to unite yourself more closely to God by the bonds of perpetual affection?
So resolved.
Are you resolved with the help of God undertake that life of perfect chastity, obedience, and poverty chosen for themselves by Christ our Lord and His Virgin Mother, and to persevere in it forever?
So resolved.
Are you resolved to strive steadfastly for perfection in the love of God and of your neighbor, by living the gospel with all your heart and keeping the constitution of this religious community?
I am so resolved.
Are you resolved, with the help of the Holy Spirit, to spend your whole life in generous service of God's people?
I am so resolved.
May God, who has begun a good work in you, bring it to fulfillment before the day of Christ Jesus.